Howdy, 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 my darling Libra. How you doing today, friend? Let's just get right into your tarot reading today. We don't need any type of long introduction, of course, especially if I can't speak, apparently. But if you do enjoy this tarot reading and you do vibe out with me, Libra, I would appreciate you to give this video a like and subscribe because it does actually make a big difference for me, all right? So let's just get right into this. Starting out to your energy, we have the Two of Pentacles coming in here. Now, Libra, we're going to see how we're going to be translating this message, all right? First of all, when it comes to my tarot readings, my friend, it doesn't matter if you're antisocial. Doesn't matter if you're more career oriented or if you're wanting to have some clarity in your social life. All right, I like to cover my readings first, since these are general tarot readings, of course. I like to cover your social life, how you would translate this for your social life, and for those that resonate, it's more so just with your career, your projects in the world. Then I got everything covered here. So currently with this Two of Pentacles, I want some clarity on this here, because in a career or financial aspect of that Two of Pentacles, that can really represent two different opportunities, two different situations about to be figuring themselves out, about to be manifesting, about to be developing here. Two of Pentacles in a social way here. Or let's pull another one before we get into it. All right, yeah, 10 of Cups coming in here. All right, so this is just an overall fabulous message. Usually when I read the Two of Pentacles, I'm just like, okay, you know, maybe you need to put more of a focus on things, but let's get right into the situation here. When it comes to your career and just your physical life, physical pursuits right now, Two of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups, this is some really fabulous stuff. It's like you're wanting your cake and eating it, being able to eat it too, and it's about to be happening for you, Libra. All right, with the 10 of Cups, this is each cup being filled. How you got to the point of the 10 of Cups is you had to leave situations from your past as that 8 of Cups, right? And the search of 10 Cups is the sense of like you never wanted to compromise. You never wanted to compromise in your career, how you just make a living. And so for you, even if you've had to do different things that weren't quite fulfilling for you here, all right, it's going to be paying off here with this Two of Pentacles. So we'll get more clarity onto that in a moment here. But in a social dynamic here, it actually feels as if for you, Libra, two different type of facets of relationships that are going to be figuring themselves out for you. So what I could mean by this is that, you know, your romantic life could start picking up here, as well as, you know, business connections, family. Like this to me is like an overall, like having the full package deal, where it's just like you are able to really be thriving when it comes to your friendships and start really feeling solid there. I really won't be surprised if you notice certain people start coming back into your life, Libra, or just your current social connections right now are going to be further developing here. But also, you know, family related and stuff like that. Like it just feels as if all your relationships that you have in your life, they're starting to get the boxes checked. Now, does this mean you're going to be getting married tomorrow, Libra? Obviously not. All right, but this is going to be a very welcomed energy for you, I feel, because it's been a long road for you, where it's like maybe you've been like nothing's really been happening for a hot biscuit for you, right? So let's continue on with these cards here. But overall, this is a very positive sign so far, Libra. All right. So pulling your next card here, we have the Fool. All right, so breakthrough energy, major breakthrough energy, Libra. All right, is this focusing? I think so. If not, I guess I'll just find out in the editing process. But anyways, the Fool card coming in here is like that sense of a clean slate. So whatever this case is for you, Libra, it's like you guys finally are making a breakthrough when it comes to perhaps a project of yours. You finally are starting to get the taste of success, darling. All right, getting the taste of what it's like to have all your cups filled when it comes to your career. How I would be translating this and what suggestions I could be giving to you right now, Libra. I mean, to be fully transparent, I feel like this is really just a message, especially with that Fool card there. Don't be afraid of being more bold, all right? Especially with the Two of Pentacles here. To me, this reflects a sense of where it's like, you know, maybe right now for you, Libra, you have an idea of like what one pentacle could be, like what one project could be developing here, but you're not really sure about the second pentacle, and you're just like, all right, Velka, like I guess I'll find out. No, I think this for you is more of a sign if you aren't working on multiple things, Libra. This is actually the time for you to be exploring multiple things and being more daring as the Fool. You know, and the message here is like you have really nothing left to lose in this manner here, so you might as well shoot for the stars, darling. All right, and with this type of message here, it's like you actually reach those stars. Social life here, to me, this is all speaking about new energy first and foremost. All right, so perhaps some new relationships start entering your life here, because I see the Fool card as like you're about to start a new chapter of your life. But also, you know, with some of your current relationships, you might be starting a clean slate. All right, for some of you guys, you might be having some folks from your past coming back in. Obviously, it has to be someone that you're wanting to reconnect with here, but it seems like you guys are going to be having like being able to start with a clean slate with certain folks, Libra. Now, I also get this message of where it's like, you know, for example, like you would have the Fool card coming in when you make you and the person you're dating, for example, more official, right? Where it's just like, all right, now we're going, you know, we just been a fling for now. Now let's actually put a name to this. Let's actually speak out emotions and share things with each other. It's like on new territory, new ground, right? So maybe perhaps for some of you guys, you might be getting your path lining up to such a place where it's like you're making plans to move in with someone in your life. All right, really, really solid overall. It doesn't matter which way it is. It's like, I like how this is progressing for you, Libra. Continuing on here, we have the King of Cups. All right. So in your career, the challenge I want you to get the heads up on, Libra, is like getting your emotions intact. This is a time of where you need to really be cracking down on yourself. This is a time for, if you're really wanting to have certain things done, you know, maybe for a while now you haven't been as productive as you would like to because you've been tending to the emotional state. This is like a message from your spiritual team, Libra, where they're just like, all right, now, darling, enough of the shadow work, enough of, you know, the delving deep within, darling. It's time to get down to business. It's time for us to start really making things happen in our lives. All right, it's time for you to really put your woes to the side right now and really get going here. All right. And so I like this a lot personally. Again, I feel like the only challenge for you, Libra, will be just like the initial, like finding a reason to get up in the morning. Now, this is going to be a little bit more intuitive on this part here, so take this as you will, but at full transparency, this has nothing really to do with tarot. I'm just, well, I guess my intuition is taking these messages and going along with it here. But intuitive here, Libra, I feel like the lesson that is being presented to you for this new chapter of your career here is learning how to have a better relationship with like your anxiety or your depression or just like whatever emotional woes. Maybe you're just really stressed out, or when you're really stressed, like you shut down a little bit and then your career takes a toll on it and your projects, you know, things put to the side. I get like this message for you where it's like, if you learn how to still dance while chaos is going all around you and you're feeling really overwhelmed, that's how you're going to get to the next stage of this chapter much quicker. All right, and things are going to start happening beautifully for you, Libra. So once you learn how to master, it's not a sense of where you need to solve the problem of your emotional problem or solving a problem before you start taking forward steps. It's more about figuring out how you can continue taking steps with those problems. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm being a little bit too deep here. But more so when it comes to your social life, I mean, I love to see this. Anytime I'm pulling a tarot card for my folks, when I do private readings for people, even for myself, when I pull that King of Cups, I'm like, oh, thank gosh, people are, you know, the energy is like very emotionally mature. That's who the archetype of the King of Cups is, right? It's very emotionally mature. The only thing, heads up, I want to be giving you, Libra, is understanding that, especially when I do see that King of Cups as well, again, a little bit more intuitive in this regard here, but it is like a representation of understanding other people's love languages. So you may not understand or initially see how people are wanting to become closer to you, wanting to connect with you more, Libra, because you're functioning from a place of just like your own perspective, right? I have a little bit of a story for you, Libra, and I'll be pretty quick about it. When I used to live in Washington, this is like during the peak of when the pandemic was going down, there's this one restaurant that I would go to. And I was the Mexican place, and I was throwing down on some nachos, and this man came up, walking up to me while I was like getting myself situated to pay and leave. And this man came up to me and he was just like, "Oh, Velca, he didn't call me Velca, he didn't know my name, but he was like, oh wow, you look so lonely over here. Do you want to join me and my friend?" And I was like, like in my head, I wasn't realizing that he was hitting on me, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm good. I'm fine being by myself." I thought it was more so like he was approaching me because of pity. because I love eating by myself, honey. That's I love my own company. And so it was like we went back and forth for a little bit, and then another, like, he continued on. He like looked me up and down. He was like, you just look so good, like, and I did look good. You just look so good. Are you sure you don't want to join me and my friend? And it just didn't click in my head until after I left. I was like, oh, this man was trying to hit on me, and I didn't see it because in my perspective at the time, like, I didn't allow to consider like how other people's emotions were feeling at that time, because I was just so fixed on my own perspective. And so that's the message I want to be giving to you. Now, obviously there's a little bit more detail with that story that's actually pretty amusing, but I don't want to take up the entire tarot reading telling it, but it is something I think about, and I'm just like, Velca, you're such a denthead. 10 of Pentacles coming in as your next card. Wow, Libra. Really solid cards that you're getting into. To have both the 10 of Pentacles as well as the 10 of Cups, darling. Ooh, y'all have been doing the damn thing on a spiritual level. Maybe some of you guys have been really manifesting here, or whatever the case is, Libra. But it's like, I mean, you can't really get better than this, all right? Outside of major arcana cards. 10 of Pentacles coming in. I feel like during the summertime, your finances are really good. Like, you're stacking your money essentially here, all right? And you consider all these other messages of what Spirit was suggesting to you in this regard with that 2 of Pentacles, that Fool card there, Libra. It is the sense of where it's like what you put your energy into, it's really going to be profitable. Like, I don't know. I just see overall like solid financial stability coming into your life. All right. And then when it just comes to your social life here, this is really just reinforcing or amplifying, Libra, of your social life and people really stabilizing here, right? The depiction of the 10 of Pentacles is usually this sense of where it's like kind of like a Thanksgiving meal, where it's like people from all walks of life coming and sharing a meal together type of way. And so it's just like really stable social connections are coming in for you. And I feel like that was like the missing cup that needed to be filled for you, Libra. Is like you had people that checked some boxes but not all of them here. But it's like this summer really for you is just like just blessing on blessings on blessings. Like, I'm really actually excited for you. This is just like, it's like it's exactly what it is that you're wishing for. All right. And so your final card here is the 2 of Swords. So it does get back into this point of where it's like, it just does require action for you, Libra. It does require for you to change things up of how you're approaching things when it comes to your work life and your career and your relationship with your emotional state and your problems with your career. You have to kind of make the choice. And once you make that choice and committing to really just still going forward, even when you're having your mental or emotional woes here, that's when things pick up for you. And when it comes to your social life here, it really just kind of marks this sense of like changing exits, changing highways, or changing lanes, essentially. Girl, I got a text message. Changing lanes, essentially, Libra, in regards to just like the momentum of like direction of where certain relationships are going. So again, goes back into the sense of like you're changing up past when you decide to move in with a friend. You're changing up past and changing the trajectory by getting married, by making things official, by having certain people in your life that you thought you were never going to talk to again coming back into your life. You see where I'm going with that, Libra? And so yeah, this is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you, darling. Let me go answer that text message that I got that so rudely interrupted me, and I'll talk to you later, darling. All right, bye.